Rick and Morty co-creator Dan Harmon issued a detailed apology to comedy writer Megan Ganz for his sexual harassment while she worked for him on Community. Now Ganz is publicly accepted, calling it a masterclass in how to apologize. Welcome back to What's Trending, I'm Martini Bierman. For years, it's been an open secret that Dan Harmon can be a difficult boss. He's been kicked off 2 shows he created, the Sarah Silverman program and the 4th season of Community, with Community having an infamously chaotic writer's room. Megan Ganz joined the Community staff in 2010 for her very first writing job, but as she implied in later interviews, it was anything but pleasant. Ganz left Community before Harmon returned to the show for season 5, joining the writing staff of Modern Family in 2013, before moving on to It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia in 2016. Ganz didn't make any specific allegations against Harmon, but he admitted that he had acted inappropriately and abused his position. On New Year's Day, Dan Harmon tweeted, "This was truly the year of asshole, myself included. We didn't have to make 2018 the year of the mensch, but I hope it can be the year of the not as much of an asshole. #realistic goals." And Megan Ganz responded, "Care to be more specific? Redemption follows allocution." To which Harmon replied, "Was just shown this and a previous subtweet I think was about me. I didn't want to add narcissism to injury by naming you without permission, but I've talked on my podcast about the lines I crossed. I'll talk about it more in any way that you think is just. I'm deeply sorry." Harmon continued, "I'm filled with regret and a lot of foggy memories about abusing my position, treating you like garbage. I would feel a lot of relief if you told me there was a way to fix it. I'll let you call the shots. Till then, at least know I was an awful boss and a selfish baby." Ganz didn't let him off the hook, but she did leave the possibility of a repaired relationship open. Replying to Dan Harmon, Megan Ganz tweeted, "I wish my memories were foggier. I wish there was a way to fix it. It took me years to believe in my talents again, to trust a boss when he complimented me and not cringe when he asked for my number. I was afraid to be enthusiastic knowing it might be turned against me later. You want relief? So do I. I want to watch the first episode of television I wrote again without remembering what came after. Figure out how to give me that relief and I'll return the favor. I appreciate your attempts to make amends and your acknowledgement of fault. That doesn't sound as tidy as I forgive you, but that's not my feeling yet. I'm working towards it all the time for my benefit more than yours." And now Harmon's come out with a surprisingly candid explanation of everything that happened between the 2 of them in his podcast, Harmontown.
The most clinical way I can put it in fessing up to my crimes is that I was attracted to a writer that I had power over because I was a showrunner. And I knew enough to know that these feelings were bad news. That was easy enough to know. I knew that they ran the risk of undercutting people's faith in my judgment, her faith in her talent, the other writers' respect for me, the entire production, the audience. I knew that I wasn't doing anybody any favors by feeling these things.
Ganz told Harmon that his behavior made her uncomfortable several times, but that did not seem to alter his behavior. And when she rejected his advances, he admits he got really cruel towards her.
I drank, I took pills, I crushed on her and resented her for not reciprocating it. And the entire time I was the one writing her paychecks and in control of whether she stayed or went and whether she felt good about herself or not, and said horrible things. Just treated her cruelly. Pointedly. Things that I would never, ever, ever have done if she had been male. And if I had never had those feelings for her.
Basically, he behaved like a little kid on the playground where he goes over to a girl and he's like, "I like you." And she's like, "Get away, you've got cooties." So he pulls up her dress. Except in this case, he's her boss. And it's not a playground. Harmon closed by encouraging men to think about the implications of being attracted to coworkers, especially when there's clear power dynamics at play.
I was thinking about them as different creatures. I was thinking about the ones that I liked as having some special role in my life. And I did it all by not thinking about it.
Ganz responded on Twitter urging people to check out the episode. Please listen to it. It's only 7 minutes long, but it's a masterclass in how to apologize. He's not rationalizing or justifying or making excuses. He doesn't just vaguely acknowledge some general wrongdoing in the past. He gives a full account. Yes, I only listened because I expected an apology, but what I didn't expect was the relief I'd feel just hearing him say these things actually happened. I didn't dream it. I'm not crazy. Ironic that the only person who could give me that comfort is the one person I'd never ask. This was never about vengeance, it's about vindication. That's why it didn't feel right to just accept his apology in private, although I did that too, because if any part of this process should be done in the light, it's the forgiveness part. And so, Dan Harmon, I forgive you. This is huge if you think about it, because over the past couple months, Hollywood has had so much controversy surrounding sexual assault and sexual scandals in general. But up until now, there hasn't been a template for how to seek redemption or if that would even work. Who knew that fessing up to having actually done the horrible things you did and then apologizing for them would make somebody accept your apology? What Megan Ganz has done here is awesome, because she's articulated why his apology was important and what he did within his apology that has made her be okay with accepting it. Andrea Grimes tweeted this reply: "Thanks for speaking up and for providing a really valuable look into what restorative justice can be." What do you think? Do you think Harmon's apology is genuine? And if you were Megan Ganz, would you have accepted it? Let us know in the comments. And for more, head to whatstrending.com.